Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Riser here. Today we're going to go over how to beat Void Jeanne D'arc, or Jeanne D'arc. I like saying D'arc, but whatever. This is a series I wanted to do for quite some time now. I wanted to do how to beat this Void battle, or how to beat this boss in particular. Not really for the events, since those come and go, and by the time I'll get to it, maybe I'll be too late. But the Void ones especially. And for the most part, I kind of hate doing the end level Void battles. They're kind of annoying. But this one isn't too hard, at least I believe it isn't. And typically most Void boss battles are just kind of, they use one sort of trick to really get you down. And I think this Jeanne isn't too hard to get over. Now I'm going to be playing multiplayer, and that's normally how I've done it. This is the team I built just in case, but really what we're only going to be using here is Cleo. When I first started this, her might was around 3,500, somewhere around there. So having a super high might, if you're playing a healer, I should say, is not necessary. First thing that's up is, before I got this current weapon that I have now, I was using this one. And this is the one you can get from the Golem Void battle, the Ebon chant, the chant weapons. And it pretty much just helps increase defense. But the one I'm using now is the Aria of Regret, the one you can get from this Void battle. And it works great for healers. HP 50% equals healing 7% up. So pretty good there. And then it's going to be used for the High Jupiter trial, which I'm not even sure I'm going to do. I don't like doing the High Dragons. They're annoying. They're difficult. It's just something I haven't really bothered myself with. I might try sooner or later, but right now I just don't feel like it's necessary to fight against them. And then what kind of equipment abilities I've equipped her with. Recovery potency is obviously the biggest thing here. We've got it maxed out. I have one worm print that's worth 13%. I really don't know which worm print it is, so we're going to go back. This is the one you can get from the Valentine's one. So if you missed the Valentine's event, don't worry. There are other worm prints that increase recovery potency by 10% or more. And then I'm also using New World Escort, which has skill prep. You need this. And then recovery potency. And normally skill prep, I would just say you need this for Cleo, especially at the start of it, because she has a defense buff. And then for Dragon, we're just using Martimus, I believe that's his name. So we're using him. I don't particularly like his special move, but he's my highest level dragon, at least Shadow Dragon right now. And that's solely it. So this is the Cleo we're going to use the build for her at least. And then other characters you could possibly use if you're not using a healer. Now, Veronica is actually out of the question. She's only on here because she's one of my best. If you're looking for attack units, Yaten, Natalie, and Ieyasu are probably the best bets. If you don't have any of these 5 stars, then the next one would probably be Botan and Sanzanka. But Natalie and Yaten are probably the better choices because they have energy, skills, which is very important, that they stack up that energy. And then Ieyasu has the bleeding effect as well. You know, as far as it goes, we don't have too many options when it comes to dark characters. I mean, anyone can preferably work as long as they're an attack unit, because I believe you need a support unit, at least one. And I've done this about 4 to 5 times now, and I haven't lost once. One time I came close, but as long as you have a healer and someone preferably who can increase defense, that'd be really good. And Cleo perfectly fits that situation. So she's a free character that helps in this match. So before we get into it, let's jump into the details. She has her Divine Protection, which her overdrive gauge won't go down. And once the Divine Protection wears off, then it will start to go down. But it will also increase her defense too. So she's kind of buffy. But once that Divine Protection is gone, wail at her. And then she also has a stat effect. She does blind, which will make you just miss your attacks. Something these details don't tell you about is that she's also able to summon enemies. This caught me off guard because the first time I fought her, she didn't do it. Like, no enemies were summoned whatsoever, but every single other time, she summoned these enemies. And if you're that healing unit, you're not going to be able to take them down, so I'm going to hope that the attack units I have with me will be able to take them out. And then you can poison and burn her. Alright, so we're going to jump in here. I'm going to create a room because I find it easier to do it this way. Now, I did 3,000. That was my first one. Now I feel I can go around 4,000 and hope everyone is good with that. Of course, whatever you are, do not click that one. So this healer one here, obviously I don't want another healer. I want to make sure everyone is ranging and at least different, and hopefully they are. And then of course only dark types. So I'm going to go ahead and create this room. and people who fill in that criteria will join if they choose quick play. So we have Veronica, another Veronica, which is kind of sad. We have 2 Veronicas and an Alex. But maybe we can get this. Now, I was really going to rely on how well you play. She throws a lot of attacks. Honestly, all you have to do is just dodge, wait it out, dodge, wait it out. That's how it's going to really work here. So, first things first, I'm the healer, so I'm just going to get away from here. I'm going to buff everyone's defense. As you see, she does these attacks, smaller attacks. We're just going to turn this down a bit. And then she sets down her flags. These flags are pretty much points where she'll attack from. Like so, you see it there. I'm going to get hit by that. And there's her chain lightning. She attacks straight in front of her. It's pretty easy to dodge. Here are the allies she summons. And let me get out of here. There we go. Like for these allies, I can't fight them. Let me go ahead and heal everyone. Then she has Ring of Torment. She spins around the area. It's very easy to dodge. You can see it coming a mile away. Let's go ahead and increase everyone's defense again. Get out of there. As you see, her overdrive is going down a bit. So we don't have to worry about that. Chain lightning again. Straightforward. It's a very straightforward fight. Unholy Dominion is very easy to dodge. As long as you really just stay in the middle, she really can't hit you. Then lightning, I did see the name of that. Like, see, it's not very hard. And even if you're playing as the healer character, let's go ahead and increase everyone's defense again. Even if you're playing as a healer character, it wouldn't be impossible to just stand around and survive. Really just how to kind of get out of her way, which is the great part about it. So go ahead and move out the way. And as long as you have competent attackers, I'm going to hit. As long as you have competent attackers, you should be able to take out the little foes she spawns in the early part of the battle. So now that it's broken, go ahead and get the dragon. I don't really like Martimus, but we'll use this. There we go. And that's about it. It's a pretty easy battle, as you can see. Not too hard. The only thing I think you would really have to worry about is when the lightning is crossing from flag to flag. Sometimes it's a bit unpredictable, but if you get enough practice, you'll be able to see it coming. So I'm going to do a few more. We're just going to montage it. If I feel like there's anything important to say, I'll say it. But other than that, I think the video is pretty much done right here. Any questions, anything you want me to clarify, please just leave it in the comment, something like that. How did it go with you? Did you beat Jeanne? Did you not? If you want help with it, always you can ask me on Discord. Normally around 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern time. I know it's really early in the morning. I'm normally playing the game. And if you want, you can just send me a request on Discord and I'll gladly help you out. Be sure that you have a character that is at least 3,500 in might. I think that's the actual better point where you can actually fight this boss. In a team, of course. And I think doing multi is the best option. You can obviously solo it, but I think multi is the better option here. And you know what? I'll just talk through this one because it's not that hard of a battle. So I can talk through it. So here she is in overdrive, dragon delay. Really not that much. She doesn't have too much going on for her. She just buffs her defense a bit. And then when her overdrive doesn't go down as fast. Oh, ouch. It can seem like it would take forever to break her, but don't worry. Just be patient, keep attacking, building your skills. Or I should say, building your skill leaders. And then once that overgauge falls down, just wail at her. I hope these other guys take these guys out. I'm not gonna bother with them. I'll just keep attacking here. Nope. Dang it. There we go. Alright, cool. Like, the team I'm using is pretty decent. We're not really losing too much health. Of course, it's always better to play smart, play good. Obviously, I don't like to say get good or anything like that, but I mean, the better you are, the more competent you can be by yourself. The better your team will be in the long run. Especially your healers. Your healers don't want to have to baby you every single second. And that's normally why I pick healers, because I feel like it's a role most people probably don't want to play. And oh boy, hey there. I feel like it's a role people don't want to play, so I play it just for people can pass like events like this. Like it's hey there. I mean, I don't think it's any less fun. At the end of the day, I think winning is pretty fun. So if we can beat her, then everything's good. Nope. Yeah, this team's pretty good. We did pretty well. And especially if your healer can take a few hits, because you can see I'm taking a few hits. Now, obviously Jeanne isn't the heaviest hitter of these void battles, but it's not like she's it's not like she's one-shotting people very often, because her attacks have very easy tells. Like, I'll get hit by that, sure, but that's really about it. Go ahead and finish this, guys. Overall, I think it's a pretty easy fight. Well, and that concludes the Void Jeanne D'arc strike. Pretty simple. Hopefully everything I said made enough sense to you guys. And preferably, I think any team can beat her as long as you have that base solid support type. And unfortunately for dark units, the only ones we really have are Heinwald, Cleo, Althemia, and Edward. And unfortunately, Althemia and Edward are on the lower end. If you only have one of those two, I would say go with Althemia. But I mean, there's no reason for you to go with Althemia because Cleo is free. So just use Cleo if you really don't have a character. There's plenty of other people out there who have good 5 stars. And of course, if you want my help, just hit me up on Discord. I'll gladly help you out. And other than that, tell me how it was. I definitely want to do more of these. I feel like the other enemies are fairly easy, so maybe I'll just clump 2 together or something like that, like of the easier types. And then we'll say how to beat these 2 enemies, because some of them are just reskins and recolors of other ones. But that's enough rambling for me. I'd love to see you guys next time. Please sure to check out the channel. We have more Dragalia Laws videos or other gacha games you want to check out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.